How did you celebrate your first 100K invested? As long as the market stays flat, when I buy next Friday, I will cross 100K in investments. 100K always felt like such a distant milestone, but a combination of an unexpectedly large bonus and the current rally are likely going to get me there far sooner than I anticipated. 30M, but lawyer, so I've only been making money for about 3 years. I always told myself that I'd reward myself with the Amex Platinum once I crossed 100K invested. The $799 fee is steep, but the dining and travel credit already bring it down by $400. How did you celebrate your first 100K? It was a pretty awesome feeling, but it goes away quickly. Approaching 400K in net worth now. Think I'll be excited again when I reach 600K, as that's when I plan to buy a house. Amex Platinum seems like a waste of money unless it's first year free. 100K is a great milestone. It's the first one where you feel like, okay, this is a nice big number. I bought a little piece of art to celebrate. For me, I didn't notice as I used to have multiple accounts. It was only later I realized that combined they were over $100,000. It felt like I had finally made headway when I crossed it. But I didn't do anything other than take notice. We tend to keep our monetary victories to ourselves. $100,000 is a tiny milestone, but still a milestone. When I hit 7 figures, we celebrated in a nice eatery. Not a lawyer, so we don't need the flash of high-priced credit cards. We worked hard to earn our 7 figures, and quietly watch it grow with our no-fee/no-flash credit card and our time watches and simple cell phones. Wasn't a celebratory event for me at all. I'm looking forward to the first year that my investment income is greater than my employment income. If when that happens, perhaps I'll celebrate by retiring. I crossed 100K in 2008. At the time, most of it was in crappy mutual funds, and I decided that to celebrate this achievement, I was going to take things in my own hands and move to the world of ETFs. So I sold everything, created an RBC direct investing account, and transferred the funds over. By pure luck, I sold almost everything at market peak before it all crashed down. Being new to all this, I got really scared and waited until late fall before convincing myself to invest in my first ETFs. Lucked out again and bought back close to the bottom of the crash. After that, I stuck to couch potato investing and I retired last summer at 50. I had a neat moment and I might have bragged to my girlfriend. You don't get rich spending a bunch of money on celebrations. I recently hit $500,000 and did basically the same thing, except now it's my wife I brag to. Can't remember doing anything really special, but I remember it felt great. I don't feel like having 100K is Amex Platinum money, but getting the card and only keeping it a year or two to take advantage of sign-up promotions can be very profitable. Amex Platinums may have contributed to getting to the first 100K faster. Nowadays it has changed, can only get the welcome offers once in a lifetime. Congrats on making the $100,000. I'd still be conservative and celebrate by figuring out my next financial goal. Stay on course with your contribution for this year and future. It's important to keep your money rather than splurge. $100,000 is no longer sufficient for condo 20% down payment in Ontario. I didn't notice at all. Money goals don't excite me for some reason. I understand those that do celebrate their goals, however, and I wish it did the same for me. I might be more motivated to save more instead of relying on a bit of luck, downsizing and minimal investing. 100K was a long time ago now. I don't think I noticed it. I paid way less attention to my finances then. Hitting 1M invested was nice, puts me well on the way to my retirement goals. I had such a happy feeling getting the 100K, so I know what you mean. Next is 200K, 250K, 300K, and so on. It's a great feeling to have, as you should. I was thinking of a Rolex at $1 million, but I might just get a car, lol. My goal is 5 to 10 million, and we'll keep celebrating victories. Go treat yourself to a nice dinner and stuff. But don't overspend. I'm a travel person, so we try to travel 2 to 3 times a year. But that's how we celebrate. You do you. I remember reaching 100K the first time. It's super easy to grow wealth as you get more money. 500K becomes $1 million with just a 100%. It takes super long from 10K to $1 million, but 500K to 1 millimeter is only a double. Same as 500K. I logged out and kept working. 400 equity in-house also with 200 to go. Then maybe I'll celebrate. I hate monthly bills. Read in one of the subreddit about this person who bought a coin with the year they reached their first 100K. Then again bought another when they reached 200K, and plan on doing it every 100K. Not sure if it counts as celebrating, but I thought that was cool. I've heard of some people celebrating milestones by taking 0.1% and doing something you normally wouldn't do. For example, take $100 and spend it on a fancy restaurant you wouldn't normally go to, or maybe something to do with your hobby that you normally wouldn't buy. So $100 for 100K, $250 for 350K, etc. Personally, I haven't done anything like that myself, but I have realized I need to focus more on treating myself, and am actively working on that. Too much debt to celebrate it, and also focused on the future. But, as they say, your first million is the hardest, so celebrate whatever milestone is meaningful for you. Is 0.4% of your net worth something you want to spend on a credit card? Often they are free for the first year, even the $500 a year cards. Go for it during those promos, and then if you get a lot of value out of it, keep it. Congrats! You made it. Even if the market moves up or down this week, you're here. Now to 7 figures. I'm $2,998, just shy of $100,000. It's been a long journey, to be honest. I'm hoping that between now and say 2036, I can take it over $250,000. I smiled and kept quiet and didn't tell no one. Told my best friend across the country when I hit 250K, and I still didn't do anything, lol. It took me just over a year to go from 100K to 250K. It's quite solid in my opinion. Thanks for watching and being on the road to Reddit Millionaire with us. So, how did you celebrate your first 100K? Or how are you planning to celebrate? Let us know. Until next one.